Yo, what's up, guys? What's up? What's up? Yo, thank you for tuning into Late Night Jude Life. We just talking right now. We just shooting the breeze. Nothing big. Everything regular. So I had the opportunity to watch the Roy Jones and the Mike Tyson fight, and I just want to comment on that. I could appreciate those guys. It goes back to everything I'm talking about. It goes back to courage, it goes back to passion, it goes back to, the willingness to know what you want, the love. Like, why are these guys doing this? Why is Roy Jones and Mike Tyson fighting? It's not for money. It's not for money because these guys got money. These guys have been fighting. You're talking about champion. Mike Tyson was a champion. Won plenty of fights. Roy Jones Jr. was phenomenal in his weight class. Moved up a weight class. These guys were doing their thing. You know what I mean? They were doing. Back in the 90s, Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr., they were the people to watch in boxing. Like, everybody who knows me, like, I watch sports. I love sports. I can never watch a whole game of football. I'm going to be honest with you. I can never watch the whole game of football. I'll watch the, championship games, Super Bowl games. I can never watch a whole game of basketball. It's just not my thing. But I'll watch World Series and so on and so forth. Baseball World Series. I'll all the exciting games. I'll sit down and watch them because it's a social convention. People do that to get together socially. You're gonna watch the World Series. You're gonna watch the Super Bowl. You're gonna watch the Turkey Bowl. You're gonna watch the playoffs. Yeah, of course, because it's a social thing to do. You're not really paying attention to the game. But it's a social thing. But when it comes to boxing, I love it because it's strategic. It's a physical, strategic sport. You're using your mind, strategy. MMA, that's my thing. Maybe I'm leaning towards that side, or I'm very objective towards it because I was a martial artist myself, and I took classes, and I like that sport. I'm also a chess player, so I like those type of physical activities that allows you to use all parts of the person itself. Using your brain, you're using your body, you're using technique, you're using skills, you're using strategy. You're incorporating things that you've learned in times of strife, under pressure, which is my thing. I like that. That's what I do. But going back to Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr., it goes back to everything that I believe in. Here it is. You have two older gentlemen, one 51, Roy Jones Jr., and Mike Tyson, 54 years old. And they're here, and they have nothing to prove. These guys have nothing to prove. So you ask yourself, why are these guys doing this? And it's just for the love of the sport, man, the passion. Everyone has a passion. Everyone has to find their passion. Everyone has to find the reason why they do the things that they do. And it has to be passionate. It can't be for anything else but that. These guys have nothing to prove. As a matter of fact, there comes a point in every man's life, man, female, woman, there's no longer anything to prove. You're better off using your days to improve yourself, not even to prove yourself. Use your days moving forward now to improve who you are, not to prove who you are. You know who you are. Knowledge of self. See, this is the reason why I had to, this is late night. I watched the fight, and I'm looking at the fight, and I'm saying to myself, wow, these guys are phenomenal, man. They're in great shape. These guys are fighting. It wasn't two youth fighting. It was two older men fighting. But yet and still, they did that to, number one, entertain, and number two, for the love of the sport. It was their passion. They grew up with the sport. That was their thing. This is what they did. They gave everything to that. Their whole focus was that. That was their God-given gift. And they kept on doing it until this day. They're doing it to the last bit of it, which is great. I'm impressed. I am very impressed. But then you turn around and say to yourself, hey, let's take Mike Tyson, for example. Mike Tyson's been through a lot, man. Mike Tyson's a changed man. Here it is, you have a guy who's gone through ups and downs, peaks and valleys, turmoil. But he went through a process. He went through a process that made him who he is right now. You would never think that Mike Tyson would have kids, a wife, living in a house, so and so, with his track record, being in jail, getting arrested, domestic violence, biting another man's ear off. You see what I'm saying? So a man going through things like that, and to completely do a 360 and to turn around and to now be in the ring again fighting at this age is just, it's just a joyous occasion for him and for his fans, man. Mike Tyson had fans. Roy Jones Jr. had fans. Guys my age. I mean, I don't want to date myself. I still feel like I have a lot more years left, but yet and still, these are guys that I grew up with. And it goes to show that you can do whatever it is you put your mind to. Whatever is your passion, whatever is your purpose, your reason, the function. What are you giving back? This was for the fans, man. This wasn't for these guys. Come on, bro. This fight right here wasn't for them. They weren't going in there to prove nothing. They were going in there for the fans, man. They were giving back. This fight made them happy. It wasn't even, look, the fight was eight rounds. 2-minute rounds each. And they battled it out. We got good shots in. They were breathing a little heavy. But I can guarantee you that the fans had a joyous time tonight, like as I did. I'm here right now, late night, talking to you, man. Check this out. You're here late night with Jude Life. How you like that? You feeling that? I think it's a great thing, man. This is a day in life. This is what life's about, man. Life should not be laborious. Life should not be difficult or hard. You should be able to enjoy your life any way you want to. You should be able to do whatever as a matter of fact, it was meant for you to do whatever you want to do. It was meant for you to be happy. There's no reason for you to be unhappy or sad. Think about it. Think about these guys here in the ring, fighting, doing what they love, passionate about it, courageous about it. They have no fear with it. There's no fear. They went into the ring, did what they knew. Confidence, trust, knew who they were. Wasn't trying to prove anything. But yet and still, throughout their lives, they were continuously improving. And this is what for me as well. I've reached a point in my life. Look, I raised 3 sons, man, And for me in my life, it's no longer a matter of proving who I am or proving what I can do or proving to the masses that I say who I am. It's now, it's about me improving myself as an individual. That's my goal. That's my thing. That's what I like to do. Share my thoughts. So again, so I'm watching this fight and I'm saying to myself, this is a great thing because it's not impossible. Nothing is impossible. As a matter of fact, I don't even want you guys to think about the word impossible anymore. Let's get that. Let's wipe that away. Let's take away the word impossible. Let's make that word I'm possible. Take impossible and make it I'm possible. I have the I can do anything. I am possible. That's right. I like that. I like that better. Because that allows you to say to yourself and say, hey, listen, if I want it, I can get it. And there's always steps, man. You have to be able to go through the process. There's a process for everything. Take the time, enjoy, learn, appreciate, have gratitude, love, accept. All these things comes along with the process. You know, somebody sent me a quote from Zig Ziglar. I know I've mentioned fear before, but Zig Ziglar had another acronym for the word fear, which I liked. I like that acronym. He said fear was two things. You could forget everything and run, or you can, I forgot what he said. I missed the quote, but the quote, I was impressed by the quote. You can forget everything and run, or you could face everything and rise. That was the quote. That was a Zig Ziglar quote. You can forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. I like that quote, man. Someone sent me that. And you guys, I have a lot of people talking to me back and forth and saying, hey, listen, man, I like your stuff, you're dropping gems, you tell the truth. I like the way you talk, and, it's very inspirational. And, I appreciate those things. And sometimes people send me quotes and to show me that they're reading as well. And to show me that they're into what I'm doing. They're in tune with the universe, and, they're in tune to, with themselves, and they're moving forward in what they're doing, and they're enjoying life, genuinely enjoying life, and they're genuinely taking things, looking around and just observing things and just absorbing everything, and learning how to enjoy life, and understanding that they can change their position, understanding that they can change things in their lives if they really want to. And I have people hitting me up saying, yo, dude, man, I like that, man. More power to you, because there's people that know me before this Facebook thing, or before this YouTube thing, and they know me away from social media, and they know that the authenticity that I'm displaying and portraying. So we speaking. So like right now it's open. You're on stage. It's an open venue, bro. Whatever it is you want to say, whatever it is you want to talk about, hey, we can talk about it. I don't want to keep you long. It's late night. Just finished watching the fight. It was a great fight. But I'm going to be back on the platform. I'm going to be back talking to you guys. Whatever you guys want to talk about, we can holler at it, man. Leave some thoughts down, comments down at the bottom, and just say, hey, listen, man, what's your opinion on this? What do you feel about this? What do you think about that? But tonight was a prime, perfect example of whatever it is you want to do, whatever it is you think you feel you should be doing, whatever it is you want to accomplish, whatever it is that makes you happy. Being happy in life is like, boom, you've won the game of life, man. If you can do what you do and be happy with it, if you can move the way you move and be happy with yourself, help other people along the way, and that's what I saw tonight. And this is the reason why I had to comment to not my fans, but to the public, those that are watching, who wants to hear what I have to say. Right now it's late night, it's open forum, and we just talking. I'm talking to you. Tomorrow, I'm going to have another topic that I want to talk about. If you want to follow that, or if you want to see that, I want to talk about systems that you should put in place. You know, in life, in your everyday life, you should always have a system that you should put in place for you to go through your everyday life. Because once you have that system in order, then life is no longer laborious. Life should no longer be hard work. Life should be easy because you have a system. And we're going to get into that. I want to talk about the system with you. So tune in tomorrow. This was a short, brief thing just to holler at you, man. Thanking you guys for watching me. Thank you guys for chilling out with me and, seeing what I do, seeing what I have to say. And maybe I can inspire you. Maybe, even if it's one thing that I said that can have you get up in the morning and remember your function and remember what it is that you need to do and why you're doing it and your purpose, your reason. And remember that if it's just one thing that I said that said, oh, okay, boom, that's what it is. That's great. I'm happy with that. So keep listening, keep chilling, keep talking with me, and keep following me. And like I said, this is no edits, just straight up talk. This is straight up open platform stage. This is not about cutting, splicing, trimming, none of that. We just boom. This is what I do. All right, guys. So have a good night, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Be good.